Hello! Hello from me, hello from them. This is the only game show where I and they and you get our little fingers and we say, hold on to your seat. The seat in question being the champion's chair. There is the champion in her own little world, so to speak. You know her well by now. It is our Ricky. 35 wins so far and a total in the bank of 35,500 euros. No wonder you've got a great big smile on your face. I have to say, 35 shows, this is your 36. Aren't you getting a little bit tired?
Are you kidding? Getting tired of winning money?
Yeah, good point. Well made, good point. But just to let you know that I have loved you from the start, Ricky.
Aw, thank you. I love you too,
Not
Greg.
just because you're a woman of money. I want to show some affection to you. So if you can just lean a little bit to your left.
Like that?
Okay, that's it. Stay right there. Stay right there. Okay, and...
That's for everybody.
How was that for you?
That was really good.
It's really good. But you understand now why security have put you in another room for now, far away from me. Yes, yes.
I won't bite.
Are you feeling confident today?
Absolutely.
Looking for win number 36.
This is going to be another wonderful win for me. This is my birthday. I've got to win today.
Your birthday?
Yes!
Happy 29th birthday.
And change.
To Ricky. Happy birthday to you. Let's see if it is going to be one to remember. Some people who don't want to make it a happy day are your opponents, and let's bring them on now. Here they come. First of all, we have Pauline. There's Ellen. Let's say hello to Kelly. Richard. Louise. And finally, Alexandra. Welcome to you. All wanting to take Ricky's seat. Pauline, hello to you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Pauline is here. She's smiling, she's looking pleasant, but all she wants to do is win. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
facial expression has changed all of a sudden. Let's find out a little bit of information about you. I don't mention your age because you're a lady, but you're 26 and you're a waitress.
I am indeed. I'm a waitress.
You were working as a waitress in a not a cocktail bar. I bet you're in a posh restaurant, aren't you?
Exactly, in a seafood restaurant.
Oh, a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
I could do the joke about I'm on a seafood diet. Whenever I see food, I eat it. Yes, yes.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. It's
Yeah.
old, but it's good. A bit like myself. It says on my card that you are single. What is your ideal man? What sort of things do you look for in a man?
A man has to be funny. If I don't laugh, I mean, what's the point?
You just said a few moments ago that I said a very funny joke. But I'm married, so let's forget about that. Shall we ask you your first question?
Sure, go ahead.
It's your question, it's everybody's question, everybody is in play, but you get to choose whether you want to go duo, square, or got it. If you go for a duo, it's worth 1 point because we give you 2 possible answers. If you go for a square, 4 possible answers, so a bit more difficult, worth 3 points. And if you think you know the answer without any options coming on the screen, then you can go for it for 5 points, okay? But how you play affects everybody else as well. Everybody stand by. Here we go. Here is your first question. Listen, please, to this piece of music.
I'm sexy and I know it. Yeah, when I'm at the mall, you just can't let them all. And when I'm at
I'm exhausted. Which band sang that song, Sexy and I Know It, in 2011? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Going square. 4 possible answers. Here they are. WTF, LMFAO, OKLM, or LOL? WTF, LMFAO, OKLM, or LOL? She's still dancing. Let's have a look. A load of different answers, but I can tell you the answer we were looking for was LMFAO. There we go. 4 correct answers there. On my card, it actually tells me what LMFAO stands for. I won't go there. It's a family show. Well done to you, Pauline, and well done to everyone who got that right. Let's now say hello to Alan. Hello, sir. Who wrote these cards? There's a mistake on here, clearly. 83 years old, it says.
Yes, that's right. You don't mind, do you?
I don't mind at all. I'm just a bit gobsmacked. You're looking amazing. You're looking amazing, everybody. It's the thing to say, but you really, really are. What do you put your good-looking, healthy life down to?
Well, I'm sorry about it, but I play sports.
Oh, sports. Do you go running and climbing?
No, I play cricket in the summer.
Oh, yes.
Rugby in the winter.
Yes.
And now, as a retired man, I play golf.
Oh, right. OK. What's your handicap? Are you a good golfer?
I used to play 16, but I'm sliding down the scale with the years.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yes.
Ever had a hole-in-one?
Oh, yes, I've done that.
So is it true that when you get a hole-in-one, you have to buy everybody in the clubhouse a
Absolutely.
drink?
The 19th hole is critical to our game.
Oh, I see. Or is it critical to your game?
Oh, both.
And any other hobbies?
Other hobbies? Yes, I sing. I sing in a choir. I've always sung all my life, and now I sing in a choir.
Now, I seem to remember someone told me earlier you've sung for someone rather important.
Yes, the Queen of England.
We do have a picture, actually, of Alan performing for Her Majesty. Well, which one are you, Alan? Which one are you?
I'm the bottom on the right.
Bottom on the right. There's you!
In the shade, luckily.
Get away. And there, well, that was only taken 23 years ago, wasn't it? Go with me.
What do you mean? Well, you can say that if you like. That photo was it was in November 47.
Yes.
Exactly 70 years ago.
Wow. Astonishing. Astonishing. Here we go with your question. Everybody in play, but you decide duo, square, or got it. Here we go. Complete this motto by Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a what? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Square, going square. 10 seconds, everybody, to look in your answers. Hedgehog, bee, cactus, jellyfish. They are the options. What do you think? OK, let's have a look at what we've got. Doesn't seem to be any problem here. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Everyone who said bee is correct. Well done. And let's see a picture of who most people consider to be the greatest sportsman of all time. There he is, Muhammad Ali. And a little bit of information, this is absolutely true. My father-in-law, a chap called Richard Dunn, fought Muhammad Ali in 1976 for the world heavyweight title.
Oh,
true?
wow, great.
And he came second. Well done, Alan. We move on. Let's say hello, everyone, to Kelly. Here's Kelly. How do you do, Kelly? Beautiful nails.
Thank you.
You had the nails specially done for the telly?
No.
For the telly, Kelly?
I did it.
Oh, you did them? State of mind. I bite them. I've been very nervous about today, and I think it was meeting you.
Oh, I'm sure it was, yes.
Yeah. Kelly from Minneapolis. Is that where you were born or where you live now and you've flown
That's where
over
I was
special?
born and raised, yes.
Oh, wow. And what sort of hobbies do you have?
I love to knit.
Knitting?
Yep.
Oh, right. And what sort of things?
I make a lot of baby sweaters, children's sweaters.
Oh, it's nice. And what's the tiniest one for newborns?
I can do the newborn stuff. I'm making one right now for a 3-month-old.
And on the opposite end of the scale, what's the biggest thing that you've ever knitted? The reason I'm asking is that I might well want something knitting.
It's possible. It is.
And how many sheep do you think you'd need to shear to get all the wool required?
But
Yeah, it's a bit of a question, that, isn't it? At my expense. Let's find out now about your question. Your question starts with this piece of music.
There must be some kind of way out of here. Say that jumped up to the thief. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief.
The question is, for everybody, who sang this version of All Along the Watchtower in 1968? Do you want to go duo, square, or got it?
duo?
Duo, 2 answers to choose from. It's worth 1 point. Is it Jimi Hendrix or Paul Anka? Jimi Hendrix or Paul Anka, All Along the Watchtower in 1968. Let's have a look. Everybody but one has put the same answer.
I got it wrong.
Has the majority got it right or the majority got it wrong? Let's find out. And the answer was Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix it was. I'm surprised you got that way before your time, way before your time. Well done, Kelly. Richard, hello, it's Richard, everybody. Richard, an English teacher.
That's correct,
Yes, I do tend to trip over my words and use words wrongly from time to time, so just keep me right, won't you? From York, so York University you taught at?
No, I taught in various places around the world, but not in England.
Oh, I see. So you've taught English as a second language?
Yes, in Italy, China, and also in France.
Could you tell me, I'm putting you on the spot now, could you tell me what is Chinese for hold on to your seat?
等一下.
Sorry?
等一下.
等一下.
That means wait. Can't do the seat thing. That's
Oh, I see. 等一下 seat. That'll do.
Yeah, we can go with that.
We'll get the message across. OK, Richard, here we go with your question. Who plays the part, and everybody, take note, who plays the part of Romeo in the film Romeo and Juliet, made in 1997? I want you to tell me, please, duo, square, or got it?
I got it. I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Away you go. Type it in, everybody. What you think the answer is. Who plays the part of Romeo in Romeo and Juliet in 1997? Answers are locked in. We have a variation on a theme, I think. But here we go. Let's find out what the answer is. It was Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio it was, and just in case you don't believe me, because I have been known to lie from time to time, here's a picture of the man himself. There we are. He's kissing a lady. Nothing ever changes. So there we are. Well done to you, Richard. Well done. And let's meet our next contestant. Let's say hello to Louise. Louise, how do you do? How do you do? Louise, all the way from Scotland.
Indeed.
Very nice indeed. It says here, in the 90s, you called a hotline to learn how to use a word processor. Would you like to... I mean, you don't have to...
It wasn't my greatest moment. I went back to work, I was a translator, and I went back to work freelance for the same company after raising my children, so from home. And I'd never used a computer before because we had one word processor for the whole office when I'd left work. So I had one weekend to learn to use the computer. Okay. So I'd take the computer home, and for me it was like a living, breathing monster. So I phoned the hotline because I had to send something, I couldn't send it. Yeah. So I get the guy, and he said, "What do you have on your screen?" So I told him. And he said, "Close the window." And I looked up at the window, which was closed. And I said, "It's closed." He said, "What do you have on the screen now?" And I said the same thing. And this went on and on and on. I thought the computer was dependent on the temperature of the room. That's how scared of it I was.
The computer was overheating. Oh, bless. Oh. Louise, that moment, put it away. Yeah, today you are going to shine like sunshine through an open window. Here comes your question. Everybody, I want you please to listen to this piece of music. You'll know this, Alan. Right up your street. Here we go then. That was called Love Game, but who sang Love Game in 2008? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Going square. 4 possible answers, and they are Celine Dion, Katy Perry, Yale Name, and Lady Gaga. So Celine Dion, Katy Perry, Yale Name, and Lady Gaga, they are the options. Richard's just groaned because he didn't get an answer in time. We have a variation of answers, but the answer we were looking for was Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga it was. You got it, Richard. Alan, Richard, Alan. Got to tell you, Alan heard the music and he went, oh, no. Got it right. Well done, well done, well done. Our final contestant, the final of the 6 challengers. Let's say hello to Alexandra. Hello. Alexandra, we have definitely not met before. You're a sports events manager.
Yeah.
That's how I know we've never met before. Unless the events include, I don't know, eating?
No.
No, that's more your sort of thing. Your question, everybody's question, but you get to choose whether you're going duo, square, or got it. Which, I beg your pardon, what peculiar mammal has a duck's beak, soft fur, palmed feet, and it also lays eggs? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Going square, 4 options. The armadillo, the tapir, the platypus, or the Tasmanian devil. Armadillo, tapir, platypus, or Tasmanian devil. They are the options. Let's have a look what we've gone for here. Pauline and Alan seem to have timed out, but we do have the same answer from all 4 here. The answer we were looking for was platypus. The platypus lays eggs, but has fur and breastfeeds its offspring like a mammal. It's got the best of both worlds, hasn't it? So let's have a look. That's what a platypus looks like. It's an ugly, weird sort of creature, isn't it? As good a time as any to cut back to me. So, now let's have a look at the state of play at the end of round 1. Well, at the moment, bringing up the trail, we have Louise and Alan. You are the 2 lowest scorers so far, but in the lead with 17 points, it's Kelly. That said, my dear chums, there's no need to get complacent at this point because this second part of round 1, everything can change. We're going to do what we've just done again, but, as we know, tons of points up for grabs, and how you choose the answer you go for, that can be very, very strategic as well at this point in the game. So, we come back to you, Pauline. Here we go. I want you to tell me, please, in what country can the highest living sequoia be found? In which country can the highest living sequoia be found? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Got it. OK, type in your answers, everybody. You've got 10 seconds to lock them in. All very, very fast. And that's it. Time is up. In what country can the highest living sequoia be found? The answer is the United States. Well done if you got it. Some of you did, some of you didn't. Let's have a look at this great big sequoia. Look at the size of that. Like a massive toilet brush. OK, let's move on. Alan, over to you, sir. Music again, but is it your era? Is it your thing? Let's have a listen. Here's the piece of music. OK, here we go.
Square.
I haven't asked you yet. You just heard Always from 1994, but who sang it? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Square. You're going square. Here we go. 4 options. The Clash, the 3T, Bon Jovi, or The Cure. The Clash, the 3T, Bon Jovi, or The Cure. Worth 3 points to everybody if you get it right. A mixture of answers. I can tell you the answer we were looking for was Bon Jovi. Yes. You really do know your modern music, you do. Here we go with the next one. So, here's your question. You can decide, Kelly, what you're going to do when you've heard it. In what novel by Dan Brown, published in 2004, does Robert Langdon investigate the Priory of Sion? Duo, square, or got it? Quick.
Carrie. 4.
Square.
Square.
You're going for a 4, a square. It's Angels and Demons, The Lost Symbol, The Da Vinci Code, and Inferno. They are the options. Angels and Demons, The Lost Symbol, Da Vinci Code, and Inferno. You're screaming, Pauline. Most have gone for the same answer. The answer we were looking for was the Da Vinci Code. Richard. We've got films for you, sir. Films. What kind of films? It's music as well. Have a listen to this.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson.
I can tell you from speaking to them beforehand, there's a few Mrs. Robinsons in the audience today. Well, yes, you know who you are. Which duet sang that song, Mrs. Robinson, in 1968? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Got it. Everybody type in your answers. 5 points it is worth. Which duet sang about Mrs. Robinson in 1968? A few people in the audience knew that as well, you little scallywags. The answer we were looking for, if you've got anything like it, we'll take it. The answer was Simon and Garfunkel. 5 points if you were right. On we go then to Louise. Here we go, Louise, your second question of round 1. This is about healthy food. The question is this. Which constituent makes up around 85% of an apple? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Got it. Everybody, 10 seconds to type in your answer. Which constituent makes up around 85% of an apple? OK, time is up. The answer you were all looking for, it was worth 5 points, and it was water. Water! Which begs the question, if apples are 85% water, why are they so expensive? There, Alexandra, your final question. I say it's yours, it's for everybody, but you get to decide how many points it is worth. So here we go. The Mekong River flows into which sea? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Square. 4 possible answers. The White Sea, the Black Sea, the Red Sea, or the China Sea? The White Sea, Black Sea, Red Sea, or China Sea? The Mekong River flows into which sea? That is the question, but what is the answer? I can tell you the answer we are looking for is the China Sea. The China Sea it was. So, let's have a look at the Mekong River flowing into the China Sea. There it is, there. That, I didn't know it was that red, but there we are. That completes our first round of questions, and we'll have a look at the scores. We'll see how everybody's done in just a moment, who's going through to round 2, but not before we've welcomed back into this converted aircraft hangar our champion. Hello, darling. Up you go. To your seat. It's the champion, everybody. There's Ricky. So good to see you again and again and again and again and again. 36 victories, 35 victories. Could be a 36 today.
Impressive, huh?
Very impressive. Too
Yeah.
impressive for words. And a total won so far of 35,500 euros. It could get more, it could be even more by the end of the day. But at this stage in the game, we have to say goodbye to 2 of your challengers. And the 2 with the lowest scores at the end of round 1. Oh, I'm sad to say we've got to say goodbye to Alan and to Pauline. Alan and Pauline, you've been an absolute joy, but you have to leave us. The other 4 of you, well, through you go to what we're about to do, and that is round 2. We really do have the world's greatest audience in here today. I've said it now. Here we go with round 2. Our 4 contestants are in place to do battle to see who is going to be playing Ricky in the final. Kelly, Richard, Louise and Alexandra, we wish you all the very best of luck, but only one can go through to that final and potentially take the champion's seat. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jolly good. Here we go then. Here comes the first of the questions. They come in stages. The first couple of questions will be duos, worth just 1 point. Then we'll have some square questions and then the got it questions. So here we go. Here comes the first one. Do excuse me. Needed to do it. I'm only human. In Gone with the Wind, so we're talking films. In Gone with the Wind, who is Scarlett O'Hara's true love? Rhett Butler or Rick Blaine? Rhett Butler or Rick Blaine? You've all gone for Rhett Butler. If you're right, you get 1 point. And guess what? You've all got 1 point. Well done. Nice one. Rhett Butler it was. And on we go with the second question of round 2. We're staying with famous couples. In the Shrek movies, I do have a look of him, don't I? In the Shrek movies, who starts a family with the Lady Dragon? The options are Puss in Boots and Donkey. In the Shrek movies, who starts a family with the Lady Dragon? Puss in Boots or Donkey? Kelly and Alexandra have gone for Donkey. Richard and Louise have gone for Puss in Boots. The answer we were looking for was Donkey. We've found your level, Kelly and Alexandra. Ricky.
Yes.
Children's, family films, is that your sort of strength? Would you have got that one?
Not really. Action films.
Action films.
Action
Who's your
films.
favourite action hero?
Oh, come on.
What,
It's got to be
me?
Denzel. No, well, you're wonderful. But
Yes.
Denzel,
Oh, yeah.
and then who else? Some other people.
I did put you on the spot there, to be fair. OK. On we go then, staying with famous couples. Another duo question. Stand by. Which house does Juliet's lover, Romeo, belong to? Is it A, Capulet, or B, Montague? It's one or t'other. And we have a difference of opinion once again. Not everybody going for the same answer. What do you think, Ricky?
I think it's, I could be wrong, but I think it's Capulet.
In saying that, am I detecting a little bit of wavering in your confidence?
Could you hear it?
I could, a little
I
bit.
was like, wait a minute. Let me go back to my high school.
I tell you what,
Back to my high
if she's in
school
a
days.
wavering mood, whoever gets through to
Yeah.
the final, you could
But
be onto
I
something
think
here.
the 3 have got it.
You think it's Capulet. The answer we were looking for was Montague. Oh! Well done to Alexandra. Juliet belongs to the Capulet house, Romeo to Montague, and then they got together and did kissing stuff and everything. Let's move on. We move on to the square questions now in the famous couples category. So 4 options. Here comes the first of these questions. Who is Homer Simpson's blue-haired wife? The options, Lisa, Maggie, Marge, Selma. Who is Homer Simpson's wife? Lisa, Maggie, Marge or Selma? You were all so fast there. We've found the level, haven't we? We really have. The answer we were looking for was Marge. Well done. Marge with that great big blue hair. I can see you, you know, with the great big blue hair.
You think?
Yeah, I think it would suit you. Particularly with that blouse you've got on today.
Maybe red.
I think you look amazing. Yes,
Maybe
yes.
red.
Let's move on. Here comes the next question, staying with famous couples. And again, it is a square question. Which knight of the Round Table became enamoured, in other words, fancied, Guinevere? Percival, Galahad, Gawain or Lancelot? Which knight of the Round Table became enamoured with Guinevere? Percival, Galahad, Gawain or Lancelot? You've all gone for Lancelot. Do you think we got 100% here, Ricky? Nodding profusely, and rightly so. Lancelot is the right answer. 3 points to each of you. And very, very tight. Richard and Louise on 7, Kelly on 8, Alexandra on 9. Here's the next one. In which church did Prince Charles and Lady Diana get married in 1981? Your options: Canterbury Cathedral, St Paul's Cathedral, Westminster Abbey and St John's Cathedral. So Canterbury, St Paul's, Westminster Abbey or St John's, and we have a difference of opinion. So, 2 gone for St Paul's, 2 for Westminster Abbey. Who's right, Ricky?
St. Paul.
Sorry?
St. Paul.
Oh, you said that very confidently.
Yes.
Do you get an invite to the wedding?
No, but I was working as a journalist at the time.
Ah.
And I had to report on the wedding.
You've got that journalist voice. You sound so good.
That's just a cold.
Fair enough. Very honest. The answer we were looking for was St Paul's Cathedral. Yes. 29th of July 1981 it was, and it was watched by an estimated 600 million viewers around the world. That's about as many people that watch this programme. Now it gets tough. We're going to give you your got it questions. So here we go. No options. Type your answer in. Good luck. Staying with famous couples, of course. Listen, please, to this song.
Just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I've just kissed a girl named Maria.
Okay, Maria, but in which movie does Tony express his love to Maria in that song? Go, type your answer in. No options, it's got to come from up there, it's got to come from the brain department. In which movie does Tony express his love to Maria in that song? And once again, a difference of opinion. West Side Story say Kelly, Louise and Alexandra. Richard, I think you were going to type The Sound of Music?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. What happened earlier on? What do you think, Ricky?
Richard, you're really smart. Unfortunately,
Oh.
I think you might have gotten this one just a little bit wrong.
You're so diplomatic in letting people down, aren't you? But it might be the right... Yeah, Champ might have it wrong. Let's find out. What was the answer? It was West Side Story. And now, before we go to the champions' questions, one more got it question in this round. Good luck. In Homer's Odyssey, it's gone over my head, which lady is faithfully waiting for Ulysses' return? Type your answer in. You've got 10 seconds to do it. In Homer's Odyssey, which lady is faithfully waiting for Ulysses' return? OK, let's have a look. You've all gone for Penelope. The answer we were looking for was Penelope, yes! So, it's not all over, far from it, but this is the state of play before we have the champions' questions. Richard, you're currently in 4th place on 12. Louise, you're on 17. Kelly, you're 1 point off the lead on 21. Alexandra, you're leading right now on 22! So now, we go to the champions' questions. Ricky.
Here we go.
You have... There's some good answers, wasn't there?
They had some really good.
Are you quaking in your boot? Well, they're not boots. They're lovely little
little
slip-ons.
ballerinas.
Yes, ballerina shoes for your dainty feet. Pick up your questions, please. And here we go. Have a look at them, because what you need to do, you know this already, but just in case anybody watching doesn't know, Ricky has questions of different degrees of difficulty. And what she's got to do now is try with her selection of questions to get the person that she wants to face through to the final round. The person that she thinks will make it an easy ride for her to stay in the seat for another day. So she's sorting through those right now. And in a moment, I will ask you to select your first question. It will be for Richard, because he's currently lying in 4th place. And just a reminder, Contestants, if you get a question right in this round, you get 5 points. Get a question wrong, you lose 5 points. And at this stage, with the scores the way they are, anybody could still reach the final round. So, Ricky, have we got Richard's question, please?
Absolutely.
OK, thank you very much indeed. Richard, for you and you alone, listen, please, to this piece of music. Oh, yes. Here we go. Here's the question just for you, Richard. Which couple is depicted in that song sung by the Beatles in 1969? Richard?
So I answer verbally.
You do?
John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
You're saying John Lennon and Yoko Ono. It's worth 5 points if you are right. And guess what? You've got yourself 5 points. Well done. So, on 17 now, Louise, it's your turn. Do we have Louise's question, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you, champ. Here we go then, on the theme, once again, of course, of famous couples. Who directed, Louise, Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in Eyes Wide Shut?
Stanley Kubrick.
You came straight out with your answer. Right to be confident as well. 5 points. Well done. Excellent. Louise now in joint first place with Alexandra. A question for Kelly, please. Ooh, a lot of deliberation going on. OK. Kelly, to put yourself into the lead, which American president did Jackie Bouvier marry in 1953?
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy is right. The audience were clapping before I confirmed it. You got it. Well done. Takes you to 26. Oh, boy. Thank you. Here we go, then. You know what you've got to do, Alexandra. You've got to get this right. Get it wrong, it's Kelly that goes through. Get it right, you meet Ricky in the final. Which couple lived in the Garden of Eden before they ate from the tree of knowledge?
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve is the right answer. You're going through. We say well done to Alexandra. She's absolutely thrilled to bits, and rightly so, because she's going to be playing for thousands of euros, and most importantly, playing for that seat in just a moment. In the meantime, though, Kelly, Richard and Louise, thank you so much for playing. You've been amazing, you've been delightful, but we have to say goodbye. It's Alexandra versus Ricky now in today's final. Here we go, Alexandra. Don't leave me hanging. Give me a high five. Here we go, then. It's you, Alexandra, against 35-time champion Ricky. How are you feeling?
Good.
You confident?
Ready. Confident.
You've done very, very well. And as Ricky mentioned earlier, you are putting the fear into her, which is a good thing, because this is a psychological battle as well as a battle of knowledge. So here we go. This is how the final works. In a moment, we will see 4 categories. Now, these 4 categories have been shown to both our contestants prior to us coming on the air, and you've both selected what you think is your strongest subject without telling the other person, of course. So let's get those subjects on the screen. And Ricky, because you are the champion, you have the champion's advantage of selecting not only your own category, but a category that you think will be not too difficult, but difficult enough for Alexandra. Because the idea of the final is that you wanted to score some points, because the points that she scores will be turned into euros. For every single point, 100 euros goes in the pot. So whilst you don't want her to win, you want her to score substantially enough so that if you end up winning,
I get more.
You get a decent amount of money, exactly. So, have a look at the categories. They are Harry Potter, Kings and Queens, Brazil, and Italian cuisine. Now, first of all, I'd like you to tell me which one you would like Alexandra to play on. And on the screens at home, you can see we've highlighted the preference of Alexandra. So which one are you going to go for?
I think Alexandra is young enough that she would know everything on Harry Potter.
Okay.
I think she's also young enough that she may not know everything about Italian cuisine. I'm going to choose Italian cuisine.
Italian cuisine will be the subject in the final for Alexandra and for yourself. Which would you like to go for?
I love to travel.
Okay.
I have not been there yet, but I look forward to going there. So I'm going to choose Brazil.
I tell you what, very soon you're going to be able to buy Brazil. Brazil is your category,
Yes.
Italian cuisine your category, Alexandra. Let's do it. Let's play the final. Everybody is in position, everybody's ready to play. It's Alexandra, the challenger, versus Ricky, our champion. Let's see how we do. Now, of course, it's our challenger to play first. That is Alexandra, and we're going to ask you your 5 questions. You get to choose the value of the questions. So once again, it's duo, square, or got it. 1 point, 3 points, and 5 points, respectively. Italian cuisine is the category. 6 questions in total. Good luck. Here comes question 1. Out of the leaves of which plant do you make pesto? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Going got it? Give me the answer, please.
Basil.
Saying basil. We lock that answer in, thank you. And we go to question 2. Which Italian expression is used to describe pasta cooked so as to remain firm? Duo, square, got it?
Got it.
Got it. Go for it.
Al dente.
Al dente, you say? We lock that in. And we go to the next question. Which creamy cheese is found in the tiramisu's recipe? Duo, square, got it?
Got it.
Go for it.
Mascarpone.
Thank you. Question 4. Which piece of cutlery is best to eat minestrone? Duo, square, got it?
Square.
Square. 4 options. A dessert fork, a soup spoon, a fork, or a cheese knife?
Soup spoon.
Soup spoon, you say. Thank you. 2 to go. Question 5. Which pasta name means butterfly in English? Duo, square, got it?
Got it. Farfalle.
Farfalle. And your final question. Which Italian region, whose capital is Turin, is famous for its white truffles? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Going square. 4 options. Piedmont, Lombardy, Liguria, Emilia-Romagna.
Piedmont.
Piedmont, you say? All answers locked in? Alexandra, thank you very much indeed. So, now, champion Ricky, how do you think Alexandra's done there? In your opinion, what sort of point level do you think she's got?
I think she's got 20 points.
20 points. That
Yes.
means, therefore, you want to aim for more than 20.
Yes.
Of course, if 20 is the score and you do end up winning, that's another 2,000 euros in the pot.
Yes.
We'll see how you do. Your category is Brazil. Good luck. Your first question is this. Which European country does Brazil share its official language with? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Got it. Go for it.
Portugal.
Portugal is right. 5 points. A blistering start from the champion. Brazil's the only country in South America to be Portuguese speaking. I know these things because it says it on the thing there. Let's go to question number 2. Which river crosses Brazil for nearly 4,000 miles? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Got it. Go for it.
Amazon.
We're saying the Amazon. Amazon is right. Well done. Another 5 points. If you think that Alexandra's got 20, you are well on the way. Let's see how we do with question number 3. Which country shares the gigantic waterfalls of Iguazu with Brazil? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Square, 4 options for 3 points. Peru, Argentina, Chile, Ecuador. Pressure's on. I need an answer.
Peru.
You're going Peru for 3 points. Peru is incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Argentina. You miss out on 3 points. A slip.
Drat.
3 questions remaining. Drat indeed. But you never know how you do with question 4. What is the most populated city of Brazil? Duo, square, or got it?
Got it.
Got it. Say it.
Rio de Janeiro.
You're going for Rio de Janeiro. If it's right, you've got 5 points. The answer we were looking for was Sao Paulo.
Oh.
Pressure really is on with the final 2 questions. Question number 5. Which architect designed most of Brasilia's main buildings? Duo, square, got it.
Duo.
Duo for 1 point. Rafael Moneo or Oscar Niemeyer? Rafael Moneo or Oscar Niemeyer? I need an answer.
Should have gone to Brazil a long time ago. Okay, Niemeyer.
You're saying Niemeyer for 1 point. It's the right answer, yes. If you're not sure, it's better to get something rather than nothing. One final question for you, champ, and here it comes. Who composed the music of the song Garota de Ipanema, also known as The Girl from Ipanema? Duo, square, or got it?
Square.
Square, 4 options for 3 points. Chico Burak, Antonio Carlos Jobim, Gilberto Gil, or Caetano Veloso?
Gilberto Gil.
Gilberto Gil is incorrect. The answer was Antonio Carlos Jobim. A bossa nova song it was from 1962, which brings your total score, Ricky, to 11. Alexandra, back to you now. We're going to see how exactly you did. And if you've done more than 11 points, if you've beaten that total, you take the seat, you take 2,000 euros. Your first question, out of the leaves of which plant do you make pesto? You said, straight away, basil. Yes. Basil was right. 5 points. Next one. Which Italian expression is used to describe pasta cooked so as to remain firm? You again went straight in there. You said got it and said al dente to take you to 10 points. Al dente. Right answer. Yes. Things are looking weak and wobbly for the champion. Question 3. Again, straight in there. You said got it to this question. Which creamy cheese is found in the tiramisu's recipe? You said mascarpone. Mascarpone is the right answer. Yes! We know you're the champion, but we need now to find out exactly how much you've won. Question 4. Which piece of cutlery is best to eat minestrone? Which would you use? You went for a square, a dessert fork, a soup spoon, a fork, or a cheese knife. You were right again with soup spoon, taking you to 18. Next, which pasta name means butterfly in English? You were straight in there once again. Farfalle was correct, taking you to 23. And the final question was, which Italian region, whose capital is Turin, is famous for its white truffles? You opted for a square. 4 possible options. 4 possible options. You said Piedmont. Piedmont was right, giving you a grand total of 26 points. Wow! It means that Alexandra is the winner. However, This is where it gets very, very interesting. You have got in your bank, Ricky, 35,500 euros. I'm going to offer you a chance now to make a deal with Alexandra. You can offer as much or as little of that 35,500 euros as you want to retain your seat and come back on the next show. You can make that offer if you want. You might like to just take the money and Alexandra will take the seat regardless. But it is up to you to make that decision. Do you want to come back tomorrow? That is the first question. Yes?
Yes.
Or you do? She does not have to accept your offer.
I understand.
You've now got to decide how much of the 35,500 euros you have that you would like to offer Alexandra to go home.
Alexandra, I've had a good time here. Let's see if you would go for 15,000 euros.
15,000
Walk away
euros.
with 15,000.
It's all to do with your self-belief. If you think that you can stay in that chair for show after show and win more than that, you can stay. And you can take the 2,600 that you've won today. However,
I had a good time and I've decided to leave Ricky in this seat and I'm gonna be home and watch the show.
you're going to take the offer. Ricky, it's your chair. Take it back.
You did so well.
Wow! Alexandra, here we are. Well done. Mwah. You go home. We'll do the two. You go home with 15,000 euros. Your money's dropped back down to 20,500.
I can always make more.
Well, look, 15,000 euros, it's a small price to pay to be back here tomorrow with all of us. She's back tomorrow! Ricky, well done, well played. Everybody's happy at the end of this edition of Hold On To Your Seat. Who knows what will happen next time? There is only one way to find out. That's to turn your telly on, same time, same place tomorrow, when once again, maybe Ricky will hold on to her seat. Good night.